Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last video of our Power Teacher Power School series. I saved this video for last because this tends to be one of the more time-consuming and detail-oriented videos that need to be done. Today we're going to be talking about setting our category weights. If you are going by a points-based system, then this will not matter to you. This will not affect you. But if we are going as a category weight-based school, which I believe middle school should be, then we need to make sure that we have our weights set as a class, as a grade, and as a school. We need to be all on the same page, doing everything together, so we can make sure that no matter what teacher the parent talks to, we have the exact same information and the exact same dialogue. Okay, so let's get into this. How do we do set category and weights? Well, first off, we need to hop into Power Teacher, okay? I'm going to click on one of my classes that I know I have not done yet, so we can do this together. Okay? As you know, Power School takes a few moments to open up, so let's get into our Power Teacher. Here we go. So how do I set category weights? I've got categories. I've got quizzes, tests, classwork, homework, projects. How do I set category weights for those assignments? Well, that's easy. Well, easy is, of course, a very overly used word. Click on Settings, the gear down here at the bottom. Okay. See where it says Traditional Grade Calculations? Click on Traditional Grade Calculations. What this does is bring up every classroom. Okay. You got Period 5, Homeroom, Science Lab, Science Lab, Science Lab. Okay. So I'm going to use Science Lab because I have not done any scales for them yet. As you can see, we've got term weighting, total points, category weighting, term weighting, total points. It's all over the board. Well, we don't want total points as our grading scale, our grading system. We want category weights. So how do we do that? Well, the first thing you need to do is you need to click on the pencil button over here, the Edit button. All right. Once you click on the Edit button, you get this window here. Now, this provides just one category because it says total points. Well, we're not doing total points. We're going to do category weighting, so we need to change it to category weighting. Now, click on homework. Well, homework's not the only category we have, do we? No. So we need to click on this little plus right here at the top, and we need to add a line for every category that we have. All right? Mr. Hale's class, we're focusing on just 4 categories, so we're going to change every one of these to category weighting. I got homework, classwork, tests, so the only thing I'm missing is quizzes. So now I've got my 4 categories. Okay? So I'm going to change my weight to match what I want the weight to be for each of my classes. So out of 100, how much is each category going to count? Well, I can tell you right now, homework has to count 10%. That's a dead given. Okay? Now you notice the percents are starting to change. Well, they're going to keep changing until we get done. Me, I think classwork should be worth more than homework, or worth more than tests, so I set mine at 40. All right. Now my test, how much should those be worth? Well, I say about 35. All right. And my quizzes, okay, for this to balance out, you should keep in track. 10 plus 40 is 50. 50 plus 35 is 85. 85 plus what gives me 100? 15. Now when you click off, you notice the percents? They match the numbers I put in for the weight. When they match the weights, you know you're done. You've got your percentages correct. You've got your weights done. Now we can sit there and move on. Now, if you have more categories, you're obviously going to have different weight breakings. Like next quarter, we might do a project in science, so I'd have to add a project grade here, and that means some of these categories would end up changing. But remember, no matter what, homework has to be a maximum of 10%. It cannot be more than 10%. Okay? So we're going to click on Save when we are done with our categories. Now, once the load is done, look back at quarter 1. Here's quarter 1 right here. See what it says? Category weighting. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Mr. Hale, do I have to do this for every quarter, for every class? No. There is, since there was a lot of complaining last year about that process, so Power School put in a nice little button for us in the second semester. Click on the settings, the cog up here at the top right-hand side, okay? Click on the cog. See how it says copy traditional grade calculations? We're going to copy that. We're going to first do it within a class. So we're going to choose the Science Lab class that I chose. In this case, my class, the Science Lab. you're going to choose whatever class you chose first. So you're going to click on that, and then we're going to change the reporting term to the one that we chose for category weighting, which is quarter 1. Now it says to reporting term. Well, we're going to put it to every category or every quarter that we need to change it to category weighting, which is quarters 2, 3, and 4. Once that's done, it'll check for our Kiwi Calculate final grades because it's going to have to update, and then we're going to click on validate. When we click on validate, it's asking us to make sure we want from quarter 1 to quarters 2, 3, and 4, we're copying calculations and we're copying drops. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing, so we're going to click on copy. Now, once the calculation is done, you'll notice that the entire science lab is now done in category weighting for quarters 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you're like, Mr. Hale, what about the other classes you've got? Well, again, if we click on the settings cog again, do copy traditional grade calculations, but instead of clicking within a class, click on to another class. Okay? Quarter 1 term, we're going to change it to, all right, from this class here that we chose, the science lab first class for me, and then we're going to do it for quarter 2. Okay? And then we're going to do it for all the classes that are still science lab left. Okay? Well, we're going to change it quarter 1, actually. That's what we need to do. All right, my bad. So click on each of the classes. When you're done, you should sit there and be able to click on validate. Again, now look what it's done. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. It's doing it for every class. We're copying the calculations, copying the drops for every single class. The only thing we haven't done are exam 1, semester 1, exam 2, semester 2, and year 1, because those are done by our administrators and we're not going to be able to edit those. Okay? But everything else should be done for every class that we were missing. So then we click copy. As soon as we click copy and the calculations are done, all you have to do is look at the other classes. Category weighting, category weighting, category weighting, category weighting, category weighting, and category weighting. That's how you do your category weights. Thanks to PowerSchool doing a couple of quick updates, we're able to get these done with now shorthands. We're able to use these settings, little cog button up here, and be able to do our copy traditional grade calculations. I need you to be patient with me, okay? We get this done, then we can be happy and we can move on with ourselves. All right? But again, like I said, if you have any major problems, if you're struggling doing this and you can't get it done with the video or you can't get it done from the workshop, come up to my classroom, E210. My plan is I think I'm going to stick around until 4:30, 5 o'clock every day for the next couple weeks just to be able to be here for y'all. Okay, so come see me, room E210. It's in the middle school wing, top floor, right next to the bathrooms. All right? Come find the teacher with the beautiful rainbow lab coat, okay? That's the teacher you need to come see about having to do anything with PowerSchool and PowerTeacher, all right? I appreciate your time. I appreciate you paying attention and listening intently. Hopefully I get through a lot of this stuff in the workshop today on August the 27th. So if there's anything we're missing, anything we don't understand, we can always ask questions there, and we should be able to work on finding the answers. All right, so again, thank you so much, and have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Go Dragons!